to One Love Spirit Center's live stream, where we are a radically inclusive faith-based community centered in love. We strive to create a space of grace, compassion, and healing just for you. I am Elle Parker, Vice President on the Board of the Directors, and we want you to know that you are welcome, accepted, appreciated, and loved. One Love.
I'm not worried about tomorrow. Today I declare freedom from yesterday, mistakes of the past. Today all things are made brand new. And don't it feel good to know that all is well and unfolding as it should? I can change my reality by changing my mind. Perfect peace, joy, and happiness is yours and is mine. I am blessed and so are you. And don't it feel good to know that all is well and unfolding as it should? Let me hear you say, all is well, all is well. Divine Spirit is directing me right now. All is well, all is well, and unfolding as it should. I am cloaked in the Spirit, I am fed by the divine. I am one with all that is, my soul is free from time. I am blessed and so are you, and don't it feel good to know? Just to know that my soul is free from time, and all I got to do is change my mind. I'm free, y'all. Don't it feel good? All the way and unfolding as it should.
What's up, everybody? My family down south, how y'all doing? When John asked me to get a song to him, I couldn't think of anything, and when I finally realized what I wanted to do, or what I needed to do, actually it was what I wanted to do, and then I realized I needed to do it. It's a song that I had written a while ago, and I actually had the privilege of having it recorded. I was like, yes, I'm going to do that song. And then right before I left work, I cut both my daggum fingers. I'm so mad. But even all the more reason to do this particular song. Because with all that's going on right now, the higher power that I put my trust in is God. And for me, He has proven to be extremely faithful through the times that I would have rather not gone through, and the times that were awesome. So anyway, this song is called You Are Faithful. You are faithful, you are faithful, Why should I be afraid? 'Cause you're the only constant in my ever-changing world. I put my hope in you, I put my trust in you, 'cause you are faithful, you are faithful every day, in every way. You are faithful, you are faithful, you are faithful, you are faithful every day, in every way. You are faithful, you are faithful to me. Yeah, 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 yeah. No matter how dark it gets, you are my light. Why should I be afraid? Yeah. You're the only constant in my ever-changing world. I put my hope in you, I put my trust in you, 'cause you are faithful, you are faithful every day, every way. You are faithful, you are faithful to me, and I will wait on you, I will wait. Lord, you always come through, I will wait, I will wait on you, I will wait. Lord, you always come through, I will wait. Hey, 'cause you are faithful, you are faithful every day, every way. You are faithful, you are faithful, you are faithful, you are faithful to me. So faithful to me.
Just take a moment to take a deep breath. Receive that breath of life. One of the greatest signs that someone is alive is if their chest is moving. There's movement. You know the scripture that even says, in him, you could say in her, because there's no gender to the divine nature. In him we live, move, breathe, and have our being. We have our presence, our personal presence in this world. In him, her, your authentic, genuine, essential self. That's the one that's being talked about. Anytime we're talking about God, we're talking about the I am that I am. It's one of the reasons that in the narrative in the book of Exodus, when Moses is standing before the burning bush, God doesn't, that presence that's causing the bush to be on fire without being consumed, doesn't say to Moses, this is my name, so you can go use my name like Barack Obama, or go use my name like Jesus Christ. There's no reference there, or this authoritative name of Winston Churchill. None of that. There's no proper name given to Moses in that account. It literally just is an impersonal pronoun. I am that I am. I like to say also, I will be what I will be. And that's always in flux. It's always in movement. In him, in her, in that pure presence that we each one are, we move, breathe, have our being. So when you're receiving a breath, you're actually doing what the Creator, according to the Genesis narrative, did at the very beginning of time. And that is, you are receiving what it takes to become a living, breathing, functioning soul. And that's as much a part of, I think, probably the most spiritual thing we can ever do is to be connected to that life force, connected to, and when I say connected, you're connected already, but aware of the connection. As I've said before, you can be in a grocery store and starve to death if you don't believe the food belongs to you. In this space that we've been in for millennia, religion often has stood in the way, kept us from really realizing, actualizing, materializing who we really are. And you are pure presence. So our overarching theme for the whole year that I've not mentioned in probably a month and a half, maybe 2 months, is going beyond the veil. It's getting beyond the curtain, really. The curtain of religion, the curtain of having to qualify to be who you already are. Getting beyond the curtain, beyond the veil. That's what happens in a traditional marriage. Going beyond the veil is when they do that when there's a kiss that seals the deal. Now, I know that that's just been a tradition, but I just want us to picture and imagine that for a moment. Now the deal is done. Married to, in covenant with, in relationship, and made vows to seal the vows to this marriage partner. Now, I'm moving, according to the Christian narrative, I'm moving as one. The two become one flesh. It's about recognizing your power, your greatest function in this life, being married to it, moving in partnership with it. So going beyond the veil is really just revealing to us who we really are, living at our highest place of functioning. So during the summer, the idea is Vision 2.0. Vision 2.0. And more specifically, this month, we are looking at living our best life in a new world. Living your best life in the new world. This is deciding that just existing doesn't work for me anymore. In fact, type that into the comments. I refuse to just exist. I choose to live. I refuse to just exist. I choose to live. And we've talked about Jesus the Master saying, I come to give you life and life more abundant. That life doesn't happen through me telling God how sorry I am for these petty sins that religion is focused on. That life happens when there's a waking up to the consciousness, the awareness that I am the Christ, the Son of the living God, or the daughter of the living God. You are already that Christ consciousness. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. There's no one to be. It's just stripping off all of the conditioning that said you weren't worthy, you weren't valuable. So the whole message of freedom that we bring as One Love community, as this united group, the light that we bring into the world is that you already are, from the foundation of the world, it was planned for you to be here during this space, and you all already are everything that really you'll ever need to be. Life, living it, not just existing. The challenge is to move beyond the conditioning that has caused us to just exist. So there's a graphic I wanted to put up today, and it asks this question: are you really living life, or are you just paying bills until you die? Are you really living life, or are you just paying bills until you die? This is a rhetorical question, of course, But I do want you to think on that for just a moment. Am I just going through the regimen and the routine of doing what I've been told I'm supposed to do? Or am I actually living? Am I actually doing what I really want to do with my life? A person that I'm really proud of today, always proud of, but extremely proud of today, is my wife, Carrie. And she has worked a career for the better part of 10 years that is driven by numbers and money and sales, and it was the constant stress of nothing's ever really good enough, and she was never really even treated the way she should have been. It was a clear sign that we still live in a world that needs to develop a better understanding that men and women, masculine and feminine, should be treated equally in the workforce, and she was not. And I'm going to say that because she would not say that. She's just too kind and respectful. What I respect about her, and it's not disrespectful for me to even say that. What I respect about her is her ability to say just a few months ago, I don't want to do this anymore with my life. I want to live a meaningful and fulfilled life, and money is not all there is to this life. And she is taking, as of this last Friday even, a leap of faith. And I mentioned last week, I know I did, about the eagle. The eagle doesn't realize its full potential until it gets out away from the thing that has held it for so long. See, sometimes we need to get away from the foundation, the thing that we've stood on for so long, and realize that you can actually defy the elements. I don't know that Jesus actually walked on water. I don't know if it was a literal miracle. But I love how it reads that he walked on water, because what I read into that with a metaphysical interpretation, and metaphysical, for people who are not sure what that means, meta means beyond, and then physical, beyond the physical, or beyond the elements that we see, touch, experience. That's all it means. So the metaphysical interpretation for me of Jesus walking on water was Jesus was showing us that you can actually manipulate or rearrange even the natural elements. This is what we've called supernatural, and we often relegate that to angels and God and Pentecostals. Supernatural really just means that you are superior to the natural function. You're able to transcend and transform. Jesus walking on water is about being able to take the elements that they say you would sink in and make it solid, taking the solid and making it fluid, realizing that you don't have to function within those laws all the time. You can arrange and rearrange how you live this life. This is the science of living life on your own terms. And it's a decision that each one of us can make. To fully be alive, to be able to walk on water, is to defy the elements of even nature, to bend it toward what I believe I can do. Magnetized steel and demagnetized, or just regular steel, are both made of the same element. The difference is the arrangement. So the same is true for the human mind. Everyone has a mind or a consciousness, and it's about how it's arranged that determines its range of influence in this world. So it's about shifting the mind toward functioning in the way you want to live your life. Remember, what I think about is what I bring about. It's the arrangement of the mind. Well, I'll give you this example. Flowers. Flowers are amazing and they're beautiful in their own space of nature. But do you know what we do for special occasions? We make an arrangement. We rearrange and arrange those flowers for a specific purpose. Every thought, every idea, every philosophy of life, all of those things are important, and all of those things really function in their own natural space. But if you want to arrange it and target it in a particular direction, you can do so, and I encourage you actually to do so. Take those thoughts, remembering that dark and light, good and evil, all of it is one. It's not separate, and you're not separate from it. I've said to you before, the biggest devil you'll ever deal with is the one you look at in the mirror. The biggest demon you'll ever deal with, because all devil means in the original language is adversary or adversarial function. It's not some slew-footed, red, fork-tongued, pitchfork in hand, grotesque thing that's running around like we see in the movies. That's someone else's imagination around this devilish thing. This is one of the reasons I say that the biggest ego trip going is casting out your ego. You're not supposed to kill it or cast it out. You're supposed to be able to merge with it, integrate it, and utilize all of it as the fuel that's necessary for your life. So the question is, again, are you really living, or are you just paying bills until you die? I like this quote as well. In the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take. In the end, we only regret the chances we didn't take. And this next quote as well. Safety is just the mirage of the living dead. Do you want to really live or not? Safety is a mirage of the living dead. Think about that terminology, living dead. It reminds me of the TV show that's been on for a while called The Walking Dead. Probably the scariest zombies in the world are people who are walking around not existing and functioning at their highest level. That's what it means to be a zombie. And often the systems of our world need you to be zombified in order for the system to work for them. It's been rigged against certain elements and certain groups in our world, and we need to change that. The only way for us to change that is to get what all the young people are calling woke. We need to get woke. We need to become aware, become alert to the power that we have, the strength, the ability, the divine nature that we are, and everything that comes along with that. You mean that's me? Yes, every time we talk about the will of God, the power of God, we talk about the strength of God, I'm talking about you. Why do you think that God told Moses to tell Pharaoh, who's holding God's people in bondage, tell Pharaoh, I am that I am sent you? Essentially, walk up to the system that's holding your people in bondage. This is what we're doing here at One Love, y'all. We are a Moses-type generation that's walking up to the strongest system that we think the system is beyond repair. It's not beyond repair. We just need to be the Moses generation that walks up to Pharaoh and says, let my people go. And when the system says, on what authority do you speak? I am that I am sent me. Who do you think you are? Well, I think I am God in the flesh. Therefore, I am, because what I think I am, I am. It dawns on me at this moment, with saying that there are people who will scoff at it. People who are asleep to that reality. They seriously ask the question, who do you think you are? I ask you the same question. I just don't ask it with a sense of unbelief. I ask it with a sense of urgency. Who are you thinking you are? Because who you are thinking you are is the exact who that you are becoming. I've decided to live and function in my calling completely. And this is inviting me to make some decisions right now. This is inviting me to decide once and for all. Will I wait? Will I wait until the money's right? Will I wait until the situation and circumstances is right? Will I wait until... What am I waiting for? Well, John Scott's not waiting for anything anymore. I'm making those leaps of faith too. Thankfully, we're making it together. And I think that's when we're going to find our wings. That's when we'll find out really what we're made of. Hard times or pressure or fear, I don't think it makes us who we are. I think it just simply reveals who we are. And that revelation is becoming more and more clear. I'm going to invite us now. You know, one of the things I'll say right here is that I don't ever need to hear myself talk. So whether this is short or long, I don't know. I'm not watching a clock. But I feel like we need to meditate on just how powerful we are. I feel that someone today is experiencing rebirth, being born again. The egg that is cracked from the outside starts to die. The egg that is cracked from the inside starts to live. The egg that is cracked from the outside starts to die. It becomes consumed too. The egg that cracks from the inside starts new life. I'm asking you to allow that cracking from the inside. And typically what comes out of an egg is an altogether new life, not consumed or just used up as fuel for another being, but a brand new life. This is the invitation to not just spend the rest of your life paying bills until you die, to actually start living, to take that leap of faith, to start that business, for some, the beginning of your life is leaving a relationship that's a dead end. For some, it's getting away from what you thought was going to be a career, but it's just literally consumed your life. For some people, it's moving altogether. For some folks, it's saying goodbye to relationships that are toxic and that keep you held down. It's being able to respectfully and lovingly say, this does not work for me. For others, it's just simply adding that extra piece to the puzzle. Whatever it is for you, lean into it today. Faith is not knowing the exactness or details of the journey. Faith is just getting on the road. Faith is just making the step. Because faith is ultimate trust in the divine nature and the divine plan. It might seem crazy. That's fine. Might feel like you're losing your mind. That's fine too. Because sometimes the mind that we've had needs to be lost so that it makes room for a new mind, a fresh start. Let's take a few moments, if you would, and just get into this time of meditation, contemplation, really. Let's contemplate really living life, allowing myself to evolve and metamorphosize into being fully and completely myself. I'll invite you to sit up straight. Gently close your eyes. Feel the furniture underneath you that's holding you up. Allow a sense of gratitude to come. Ask yourself the question, am I really living? Or am I just paying bills until I die? Allow this sense and the sensation of pure presence to be with you, to be present with you now. You're giving yourself this gift of real life. I come to give you life and life more abundant. I come to give you freedom and even the peace that passes all understanding. What a gift. What a gift. In this very moment, I let go of what I think I know, and I make room for the truth that sets me free to live my best life in this new world. I'll invite you now to receive a deep breath in through the nose, about 4 to 5 seconds. Hold for 1 or 2 seconds and then simply let it go. And on the out breath, repeat this affirmation. I have decided to live my best life now. It's a simple and yet powerful affirmation. I have decided to live my best life now. Preparing for that deep breath together. Slow and easy. Begin. And exhale. I have decided to live my best life now. And so it is. And so it is. Namaste, namaskar, meetafo, aho, om. Peace and grace, love and mercy, compassion, kindness, courage, strength, confidence, freedom, 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 freedom. Om. Amen. And I'm in. Allow yourself to stretch for just a moment. Feel those wings. Get that wingspan going. Get prepared. Get prepared to fly. So thankful for you being here today. I have a few announcements to make, and then we also want to share with you about our giving and gratitude practice. The announcements. One, we continue to have our meditation Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I meditate all the time. Every day is my plan. But our communal meditation together is at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. That's 5:30 Central Standard Time. But it's archived. It's on Facebook. It's on YouTube. And that's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, we have our Midweek Connection. The Midweek Connection happens at 7 p.m. on Wednesdays. Right now, we're talking about the Tao Te Ching. Tao Te Ching just means the virtue of the way. And directly following that is our book study and book discussion with our own Patricia Leffler. And she is leading the discussion in our Facebook group chat. And that's Pema Chodron's book, Welcoming the Unwelcome. And you are more than welcome to join that discussion. Even if you have not been reading the book so far, you can still join in. There's still time. Here's another wonderful announcement. We are going to be getting together with our family at Unity of Birmingham. There ain't no ham like Birmingham. And we're going to experience Unity of Birmingham together for our in-person service. We try to do that once a month, and we're going to be combining with them here this month of August. That's August the 15th. The information should be on the screen now, and you can see the address to the location. It's a beautiful space, wonderful people. And they're as much a part of us as we are with them, because ultimately we all are unity, one love, right? We're all one love. Thank you for those who continue to give, those who share financially with us. It helps us to continue doing what we're doing. And these days, man, Carrie and I are teaming up more than we have ever before to make sure that everything is in place and continue to grow what we're doing online and in person. So thank you for those who continue to give. It is a nonprofit, so therefore you do get a tax deduction when you do give. The information's on the screen, our P.O. box for check and money orders, and then, of course, digital giving through PayPal and Venmo. They're all available to you to make it easy for you. If you have Cash App and you don't have the others and you prefer to give through Cash App or Zelle, I think is what it calls, Zelle or Zelle, I think is what it is, let me know. Just inbox me. We can find ways to make that happen for you as well. I can't think of anything else that we need to do. What we are going to do is we're going to do our theme song. And I will tell you that this theme song, this guitar is not plugged up and this mic is very directional. So I'm going to try to make it work where you can hear everything. And you know what I didn't do before we started? I didn't tune the guitar. Woo! And it's out. If you've not heard guitar tuning, you haven't lived. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. One love, oh yeah. One heart. Give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Oh yeah, let's get together and feel alright. Everybody give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. And here's the affirmation I want us to share today. Instead of our regular one, what I'm going to ask us to do is to simply say this: I choose to live my best life right now. I choose to live my best life right now. And I want to say thank you so much for joining us today. I'm so glad that you have been here. I love you so much. Now go and make it a great day and a great week, because you can. I'll see y'all Tuesday.